Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good afternoon. Some places, I guess it's good night, huh? Hello, not crazy but crazy lady. Hello. And hello, nice Marie. Hello, hello, hello. Wakey, wakey. Millie. Hello, honey. And who else do we have here? Sweet Sunshine. And we have y'all just chatting away here. Good, good. Hey, Jude. Hey, Jude. My friend. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I'm glad to see all of y'all this morning. Hey, Ginger Snap. Hello, hello. Love you, honey. Long time no see. Gina, Tina White. Hello. No, thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being here and supporting Sebastian and this channel where I'm able to come out and speak about Sebastian and just keep his name out there. And hey, Tracy, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So, how about that? So I just want to read something. My friend sent me this book, and I've been reading through it. And this morning it just hit me. Hey guys, hello, hello. Hello, everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's staying warm. My snow is starting to melt. We won't ever see that again in a lifetime, probably. But I hope y'all had fun in it. The ones that's here in the Florida, wherever you are. Kathleen, hello. Victoria. And I know that all around everywhere else, you've got your feel of it. Whispering Winds. Shirley, hello, hello. Let's see what she said here. Odd stuff going on, isn't it? Odd stuff. So let's just read this. I just thought, there's 3 parts, or there's actually 4 parts to this, but I was going to read this first part. It's actually in John 1:19, but it says guilt. It's about guilt. And this can mean many different things about guilt, right? Hey, Fly Girl, and everybody coming in, says, God is faithful and fair. If we confess our sins, he will forgive our sins. He will forgive every wrong thing we have done. He will make you pure. some people need to chew on that a little bit. So that's why I thought maybe I would just start off with that. Boom. Yes, and there is this upcoming prayer vigil for Sebastian. And we'll get into that in a little bit. There's the link right there. It is posted on my community post. And so if you're able to be there, it's going to be in the Hendersonville area. It's not on the 25th. I lied. Did I say the 25th? It's going to be March 1st. No. We'll get into it now because I'm making a whole mess out of it. We'll get into it now. Let me just get it right. No. So the link is there, but the prayer, hold on, the prayer vigil. Should have had it wrote down here. Okay. It's gonna be okay. It is gonna be on March 1st at 2:00. It's gonna be a celebration at the Celebration of Life Church, and that is going to be at 768 Forest Retreat Road in Hendersonville. 768 Forest Retreat Road in Hendersonville. That's in Sumner County, and that's at 2:00. So there's the link. It has all the information on it, and we'll get back to that in just a little bit. Hello, everybody coming in. Hey, Charlie, Woman's Warrior, everybody coming in. Hello, and welcome. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you very much. Hey, Stephanie, thank you. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Listen, I keep telling y'all anybody could do this. I only do what any decent person would do. I feel I'm a decent person. I like to think so. That I will brag on, and I hope. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you, and I love you so much. Thank you for that sticker. Thank you. But some people want to argue, and they want to come to your chat, and they want to do this and that, and your community posts and all that. And I'm not trying to be mean to them. If they're listening, they know who they are. I'm not trying to be mean to them. All I'm trying to say is, I don't care how long you had your channel. It could be one day. It could be 10 years. For whatever reason that you got started on YouTube, listen, I was not a creator. I came here for Summer Wells because I wanted to do something from my heart. I was just a normal person, or I don't know if I was normal. I'm still not normal. That ain't gonna lie about. But all you have to do is hit the button and go live and do it. You don't have to go around to everybody's channel and community page and contradict everything. It's okay to have your opinions. It's okay. Yeah, what's normal anyway? It's okay to have your thoughts and your opinions and all that. But just to keep on and on and on and on and on, it's not okay, right? It's not. Just go do it on yours. That's all. You know who you are. Anyway. Any decent person can do it for any case, no matter who it is. So there's that. Hey, Jen, everybody coming in. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Sassy Pants. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's the 23rd of January, 2025. God, it is the first month of 2025 is almost just gone. It's just almost gone, right? It's almost out of here. It's hard to believe. Just gone. And it's hard to believe it will almost be a year. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. It's hard to believe it will almost be a year since Sebastian has been missing. Depending on if you look at the 25th, the 26th, I don't even want to get into that mess. I'm so confused about all that. I got my theories on it. We might get into it later. Sometimes I just want to digress. But from the 26th or the 25th, I apologize. It's been 333 days. It's been almost a year is my point. One hour is too long. 1 hour is too long. From my understanding, they're going to do the vigil on March 1st because that's going to be a very trying time. And I understand that, a very hard time for Seth. And I would assume, I would like to assume, I don't want to say I like, none of this is likable for his mother and his stepfather as well. My God, he lived with them, and that was Katie's child. No matter what happened or what I feel about it, I would think there would be some sadness there. 1 year. So they definitely need their private time. However, they're going to do that. 333 is angel numbers. Absolutely. Absolutely. But again, here's the link. I'm going to go. I'll be there. I'll be there, God willing, and the creek don't rise. God willing, and the creek don't rise. But they are doing this then. And honestly, in my opinion, I pray they don't even have to do it. I pray. Hey, Jude, good. I pray he's found before then. And I pray if they do it, that honestly, it's a good celebration because he was found. That's what I pray. Because I want him found. He deserves to be found. He deserves to be found. And there deserves to be closure for Seth. And if nobody else is responsible, everybody needs to know. Hell, the whole world needs to know. You've got police officers, you've got military people, you have volunteers, you have neighbors, you have school teachers. Hey, Justin, you have YouTubers that really care. You have, people that just watch the news. You have many people all over the world, Canada, Australia, Africa, everywhere that really want to know what happened to Sebastian. They are really invested in this. But no more than his father Seth, I believe. But anyway, March 1st at 2:00, the Celebration of Life Church. Again, that's 768 Forest Retreat Road in Hendersonville. So if you want to come and support Seth and show your love, please do. Again, God willing, I'll be there if the creek don't rise. I pray his mom and stepdad come. I don't like these petty excuses. Hey, Bullhorn Betty, I don't like these petty excuses of we're afraid for our life. Bullshit. Bullshit, get a grip. If that was my son, I'd be 10 feet tall and bulletproof, and wouldn't no monster on this earth scare me from going anywhere that had to do with my son. My suggestion, if you want to go, if you want to go in disguise, honey. Go with your crew. Go with your backup. Go with your bodyguards. How could you not go? That's the question. That's the question. I don't understand. Don't understand. I just ask that everyone go if you can make it in honor of Sebastian. 1 year. 1 year. Again, I hope it don't even happen, because I hope he's found, but there it is. I still believe in miracles. And I'm still praying. Now, speaking of Chris, speaking of Mr. Chris, what did he say when you get a spokesperson? What did he say? Something about when you get a spokesperson, it should be a lawyer? I'm just asking. Private eyes are now attorneys too. I'm just asking. He seems to speak for you a lot. I'm just asking for a friend. Basically, what that means is they've lawyered up. But if it is the PI, they're not doing a great job, in my opinion. But hell, Tim Mullins did better than that, in my opinion. That's bad coming from me. Lord, I remember the first time I ever wrote Tim Mullins a question. I'm truthful. I started out, Dear Tim, I don't like you, but I need to ask you some questions here. I don't think that was a good way to start out. Dear Tim, I can't stand you. I don't like you, but I need to ask you. I think it was 3 questions. I did. Y'all can go back and look. Honey, I think I showed it. I have to give him credit. He was pretty polite. You know that how he is over there, Mama Bear. He always played that creepy. Don't even get me started back over there. Oh, hey, my wrench. Oh, I was honest. I was honest back then. I was as honest back then as I am back now. I'm just as I am now. I'm just a little bit more tame. I choose to pick and fight my battles. Choose my battles, however you say it. It's not some of these people over here are just so messy. It's not even worth it. You learn. You learn what's important in life, right? you grow. Mama Bear knows. Mama Bear knows, honey. Mama Bear knows, Smiley. But Chris, in other words, that means he has a lawyer, I assume. We know Katie must. That's why she pleaded the fifth. But she's always hiding behind Chris. You know what? I would never want to talk to her anyway. I might have. Well, she was on my panel. I can't say that. She was on my panel. I tried, but half the time, damn, I forgot she was there. She was so quiet. And then when she spoke up, I was like, it woke me up. I was like, oh, Jesus. I almost forgot she was there. Tell you the truth, when Chris demanded me to come up there and do this interview thing, and Chris wasn't there and Katie was there, I was like, oh, hell, I was more scared of Katie than I was Chris. I was like, it's Katie. Where's Chris? I wish you'd come on. I don't know what Katie. I don't know, honey. I don't know what to ask her. I might be talking to a real. I don't know. But by the way, Chris, I keep telling you, I do have some more questions. You ain't gonna come back up on nobody's though, are you? Lord, honey. I have some wrote down. I'm prepared this time. Man, it's been sitting over here. It's been sitting over here. I ain't gonna let nobody see my questions, but I got several pages. Oh, that don't go with it. Whoops. I got right here. Whoops, I don't go with it either. Whoops. I got them all typed out. I got 19 questions. Did I scare him away? I don't know. No, honestly, I think Nancy Grace scared him away. I think Nancy Grace scared him away. They were both like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can't imitate nobody. I'll leave that to somebody else. I can guarantee you though, Mr. Chris, if you come up here, somebody said, Smiley, you've got a good poker face. I don't know about that, but I know this. If you did come back up here again to answer my questions, I would be just as polite and respectful to you as I was that night. I really would. Hey, just Jen. I would be just as polite and respectful to you as I felt I was that night. Only this time I'm prepared. But I have some very important questions to ask you. Hit me up. You know how to get in touch with me. He might be a little mad at me now, though. He might be a little mad. Also, people keep talking about the pond that was drained. Was that the February 20? Oh, thank you, my wrench. I think the perfect interviews when I'm not expecting any interviews, because both of the big interviews I got, I definitely was not expecting either one of those interviews. I was not prepared at all. I was not prepared. Maybe under pressure, I would be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? Yes, Seth has his own channel. Will somebody please drop Seth's channel link in here? so they can go over and sub to Seth, please? Because Seth does have his own channel. I'm fixing to show you 2 videos here in a minute. Uh-oh. I don't want to do that. There it is. Okay. Thank you, Hey Jude. Yes, please put his channel there. He has a lot of good stuff. And hey, Barbara. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good to see you. But yeah, go over and sub to Seth. Everybody go over and sub, because once in a while he'll come out and you can go sub to him. But anyway, so they drained that pond on February 20. I think it was February 29th. I'm not sure it was around there, but anyway, don't hold me to that date exactly, but it was drained, and they did a massive search, and they still couldn't find him. So he was reported missing on February 26th, as you know, by a three-way call. And that was by the stepdad, Chris, and he was in Memphis, 3 hours away, right? Now, at the time, the sheriff said, no foul play. They didn't think there was any foul play or anything like that. And that was on the video as early as March or April, I believe, maybe both. The reason I love I love going back on I didn't play it for a while, but I love going back on my intro, this one, is because I feel like some people have to eat their own words sometimes. In the very beginning, Nick said, something about the foul play. You can go back and listen to it. And I love that one. Although he's kind of turned a little bit. I don't know why, but whatever. A very real possibility of foul play. Remember what happened to his buddy? The DA said he's going to push this to the death penalty. Oh, he said all that. He sure did. Just saying, whatever. Anyway, but when the stepdad was at work 3 hours away, just a reminder, the first thing out of his mouth was, "Don't be mad." That still gets to me to this day. Don't be mad. He texted Seth because he knew Seth was at work, the bio father, for those that coming in that don't know. The one that their team keeps saying was not at work, could have did this and did that bullshit. Stop. Just stop. Where's Chris's receipts? He keeps saying he's going to bring. I ain't seen one. I ain't seen one yet. Anyway, so he texts Seth when Seth got off of work. He was able then to get on his phone, look at it, call Mr. Chris back, and the first thing out of Chris's mouth was, "Don't be mad." No, you say, don't be mad if somebody gives you $100 bill and you're supposed to go spend 80 and you spend the other 20, like it's your money. And you say, don't be mad. I just saw this. I just want to buy 2 more packs of cigarettes and I'll pay you back on Friday. Well, how do you know they didn't need that for gas to get back and forth to work? Because you don't care about nobody else but yourself. What do you mean don't get mad? This ain't money, honey. They can't go down to the blood bank and donate blood or plasma or something like that they get paid for. They can't hold a can out on a street corner and get it back. What do you mean don't be mad? Don't be mad. I ate the last cookie in the jar. But he's fixing to tell him his whole human being of a 15-year-old child is gone. What does he mean, don't be mad? Okay, first of all, why would Seth have time to be mad or to think about being mad? You just planted that in his head, but why would he do that? Somebody called and told me that, I wouldn't be thinking about being mad at them. I'll be thinking about, where is my kid? Oh my God, let me get home. Unlike you, Mr. Chris. Let's wait till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't need to get to my wife I love so much. She don't need help. Oh, at that time, you wasn't worried about Mr. Seth going and sitting at your house, which never happens, and talking to your wife or anything like that, because you was just taking your time. Now it's time I can go grace them with my presence. Why is that? Why? And why would you tell anybody, don't be mad? Mad is if Seth would have called you and said, oh, by the way, I was at your house to see my son and your Morkies ran out the front door and I can't catch them. How about that? But don't be mad. Don't be mad I stopped by to see my son on a different day and I accidentally let your Morkies out. I just can't get over that. We're talking about this man's child, Seth Rogers, his child. His child, the one he named, by the way. And y'all can stop with all the BS. And besides that, why do y'all keep sending me stuff? I'm not going to these trash channels. Excuse me. I'm not going to put these people up on my channels and play their videos. I'm just saying, I'm not mad at you, but I'm not going to. You know who you are. I'm not going to. I don't know why y'all keep trying to drag Smiley in the bullshit, because what does Sebastian's name, he was named 16 years ago. What does his name have to do with anything whatsoever about him being missing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No matter who named him, no matter where the names come from, it has absolutely nothing with him being missing today. And I refuse to put these. You know what? This is how bad it is. Y'all know me. My people know me. You know me from the other case. You know me. You've seen me in fights on here. You see me whatever. Hell, you've seen me go to court with people. Listen, to people I was standing in court with. People I despise. I would play them I will go up and shake their hand today, and I have more respect for them today than I have for some of these people that's on this platform, in this case right here. And I will never bring that over in my channel, in my live, and bring them up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It won't happen. It won't happen. I have dealt with bad things from better than them. And I promise you, I would sit down and have lunch with them to this day, because at least they're a little bit worthy. These people y'all are begging me to bring to my channel ain't worth shit. So please quit asking me to bring up something. Sebastian's name don't have nothing to do with why he's missing today. Just saying. Just saying. Now, why would he be mad? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me why he would be mad. But when Seth got there, I know one thing. Allegedly, and I'll say allegedly, this was from Seth, but allegedly, they were pushing photos in his face. She was. I don't know, I wasn't there. So allegedly, we do for one, we got to do for the other, right? Hell, it's not as bad as this one. But I'm just saying what a good time he had. I mean, didn't seem upset. That's strange to me. It's very strange. And again, I'm going to show y'all in just a minute. Those I will put side by side. Thank you, Hey Jude. If y'all got that membership, please thank Hey Jude. She's a beautiful person. Beautiful. But thank God he went in and he was observing and trying to observe everything about his son's room, everything that was going on. And that may be the instincts with his job, but it was the instinct of his heart and with his son as well, in my opinion. And everybody else was just hanging around, giddy. And when Chris came, funny he wasn't there sooner again, as much as he likes to be in charge, in my opinion. You got mothers and everybody else talking about jewelry and all the things, and because they're trying to push this narrative, I guess, with the police. No wonder the police themselves was so confused. No wonder they were so confused, right? In my opinion, you try to put him out as my son ran away. I got up and he was gone. I can't find him. They go to this immaculate house and they're trying to go on what you say until they start putting pieces together. Now they're not dumb. I don't think Ellie's dumb. I think instead of signing these checks to everybody else, you better know, oh, mama, they're coming for you. Oh, thank you, Casey. If anybody got that, Casey just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. That is very kind. Thank you. What is it? I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. Oh, mommy, they're coming. Write them checks. Katie, they're going to throw you under the bus, honey. I don't know. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. I want to show you something. Lord, hope I don't screw it up. Hold on, let me hold on. Put on some real low music here again. You have to do this. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. They know Smiley. Smiley don't. Okay, I think y'all can hear that. We're going to play this one first. I want y'all to, you've seen it 100 times, but we're going to watch it just a minute. What in the heck is happening? Is that a video? Oh yeah. Yeah. You can't. Okay, I guess I have to deal with the ad. What?
So first, just express, I can't even imagine as a parent what you two are going through. How would you describe the situation right now? How are you coping?
We're on a constant roller coaster ride of helpless and hopeless and many other emotions all in one, and it's a never-ending roller coaster. It doesn't stop. It won't stop until he walks through the door.
This was March 4th.
Not anyone.
I know we're about keeping hope alive. I'm sure
Hi,
he's
Mike.
in there somewhere.
Oh yeah,
He's gonna
always.
come home.
He's gonna walk through that door. And this street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
That boy's gonna have more friends than he knows what to do with when he comes home.
So here we are, 8 days now searching for him. Walk us through that Sunday night that he went missing. So walk us through, we've got so many people who really want to know, okay, how did this happen? So kind of just walk us through that night.
We were out and about that day. We were having a really good weekend. We got home. Everything was pretty normal. He was playing in his room. When I told him to go to bed, he did. He said, "Good night, Mom. I love you." Said goodnight to his puppies. A little bit later, I
Hey,
went over
September
to bed,
Virgo.
and when I woke him up for school, he wasn't there.
So in your mind, that's usually around what time? When do you normally wake up? Around 6 o'clock?
6.
So were you instantly thinking something's wrong, or were you like, he may just be already in the shower?
I took a
in the living
second.
room?
I took a second. walked through the house looking for him in case he'd gotten up and was trying to get breakfast or something, because he did that sometimes. About 3 minutes in, give or take, I was on the phone with my husband. I said, I can't find him. He said, what do you mean you can't find him? I said, he's not in the house.
And so at that point, is that when you call 911, or what's going through your mind?
While we were on the phone, and I was like, is he on the other side of the bed? The normal places he may be in the house, and he wasn't. So I was like, okay, well, hold on a minute. And immediately after that, we called the sheriff's department and made the report.
I ran all over the house, outside, inside. I looked in every closet.
Within minutes, they were here. They responded within minutes, and here we go.
So you said you were on the phone with her, so
Yes,
you were not home?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I was at work. I'm a tower crane operator, and I was working in Memphis at the St. Jude Project. So it's, I have an earpiece in that talks to my phone. I have another earpiece in that does the radios. So when she was talking to me,
You're not crazy.
I was confused. We talked about where he could possibly be, and then we went from there and led to calling the cops, and here we are now.
Within minutes, they're at home.
Chango.
It was rapid fire. They had cars.
They
They had
lied
cars from here down to the
to the main
road, as far as I could tell.
So what's going through both of your minds? I mean, are we panicking? Is it this, I think he's probably at a neighbor's house, or what are you thinking?
My son doesn't run. He's not a runner.
He's not a runner.
He's never run away before. I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
I mean, he's a good kid. He's not a mischievous child by any means.
But he's always in
there's
trouble.
Answers to questions they have no answers, or questions. Excuse me.
If
Questions
he's
with no
good,
answer
why is he
right now
always in trouble and getting a
we're searching
beating?
for desperately, and we just don't have that.
Okay, if he's so good, why is he always in trouble and getting open with a belt or beaten or whatever you want to call it? Why? If he's always so good and he's never in trouble. Just asking. So, yep, we're going to look at this. Hold on. But you see that I want you to see their demeanor. They're snickering, looking at each other, trying to hold it together. Okay.
Year-old disappeared in the middle of the night on February 25th. His mother was the last person to see him and says that he left the house without any shoes on and just a flashlight.
Court TV.
So where is he? Searchers continue looking for Sebastian. And this morning, we have a very special guest joining us on the program, Sebastian Rogers' biological father, Seth Rogers. Seth, good morning to you. And might I just start by both saying thank you, and just that my heart and the hearts of all of our wonderful viewers really go out to you. The agony that you're going through, I can't even imagine. I've seen you do some interviews, and I've been so amazed at how resilient you are. And you've talked about how nothing is going to make you give up hope. Tell us, please, where's that drive coming from?
My son. He's my life. He's my heart. He's not here, and I'm not complete unless I have him. So it's the drive to be whole again.
You know, I applaud you for holding out hope, being so resilient, being positive. And who knows what can happen with this investigation, and any day could be the day Sebastian comes home. From your perspective, Seth, how satisfied are you with the investigation being done by TBI?
My son's not here. They have no evidence. They haven't. Sumner County is the one that's like doing it. TBI is assisting. I've asked TBI to take it over. They haven't yet. There's just things that I don't think have been done.
What would you like to be done, Seth, that hasn't been?
I have a list of stuff, but I don't know if they've done it or not. I mean, there's been questions that have been asked, and things that have been answered. It's really hard to have evidence if certain protocols aren't being followed. You have to start back over from day one.
You know, going back to day one, so Sebastian goes to sleep the evening of February 25th. It's on the morning of the 26th that your ex-wife finds that he's not in his bedroom. She is the only one said to be home. And Sebastian could have vanished sometime in the hours from when she last saw him go to sleep and from the time she opened the door. There's a window there overnight. Your best guess, Seth, based on how well you know your son, what do you think happened to Sebastian?
He's not the type to put on, he's not the type to leave the house without putting on socks and shoes. As for running away or leaving, he didn't take his backpack. He didn't take his switch. He didn't take his phone. I mean, just doesn't make sense. And he's not one to wander. He's never eloped before.
Are you leaning towards a potential kidnapping?
Anything is speculation at this point in time, because there is no, as they have said, evidence that leads towards foul play. But there's things that just don't add up. His mother was the last one to see him. She's responsible for this, either through negligence at the bare minimum.
Has she been a good mother to Sebastian?
Not in my opinion.
Why
This
do you
is the
say
third
that?
time that issue. You know, my son's come up missing now under her watch. Time before that, her and Chris let my son get molested and raped in their apartment. And the time before that, I did a well-care check because she let a known sex offender
Right
who, yes, did their 9 years in prison.
Right
But-
there.
She left my son around that person. You don't do that.
Right there. He's right. Right there. She allowed it. And I think this was back in California, but right there. You don't let a known person in your house or around your child. But she did. But she did. I wouldn't let, look, everybody's got to work, I wouldn't let a known person work around my children or my grandchildren. because that's begging for something to happen. She's begging for it. Begging for it. Wasn't it enough? And this is me speaking. I ain't speaking for nobody else. Wasn't it enough? He was already hurt once. Under your watch? But then you let a known person in? What in the hell? That right there.
If you're a parent, you don't do that. You're supposed to protect your kid. You don't put them in where they can get in any type of harm's way.
Seth, you said something very upsetting, very shocking, and I just want to go back just a moment.
Thank you, Feisty Mama.
You said that your wife allowed your son, Sebastian, your ex-wife, I should say, your ex-wife allowed Sebastian to be in a situation where he was molested and raped.
In California. And Chris in her apartment. They let a child who was 5 years older than my son play with my son and didn't bother to check on him there neither. And he lost his innocence because of it.
Seth, I'm so sorry to hear this. I'm so sorry to hear this. No child should be subjected to any kind of abuse whatsoever. Sexual abuse can be especially traumatic for a young child. Is this something that Sebastian has struggled with since then?
Yeah, finally was able to actually start getting him therapy for it last year. The fact is that they weren't doing the correct thing, clearing California. And it's just last year finally getting him help because he's a victim. And now I'm finding out not only was, he was a victim of that, he's a victim of not getting the help he needs. And, I've listened to some of their podcasts where they make fun of him.
That was mine. That's how he found out. That's how he found out.
Chris obviously has this thing about corporal discipline with him. And it's just... it's not good.
Seth, I'm so sorry.
I need to find my son.
Right.
And he's going to need extensive therapy now to put him back on the right track.
Yes. Was Sebastian the one who told you about the sexual abuse that had happened?
His mother did. And my son did. This happened in California. So Sheriff's Department, CPS was involved. Sheriff's Department was involved there. They wouldn't give me the kid's name, his last name. But at least the only thing I was able to do there was put the detective over.
Okay. Right there again. Right there again. The sheriff and the police wasn't able to give him the kid's name, yada, yada, yada. But guess who could have? Guess who knew? And guess who was protecting the abuser? You got it. Katie May.
over that case in contact with the school psychologist so that at least they can protect the other children from this child.
Right. So no juvenile
California
proceedings commenced or anything like that, Seth, with this child. He wasn't brought
Not
to
in
juvenile court.
California. No, in California, kids 13, they're like, he's too young to prosecute. And they wouldn't do anything about the parents either.
Seth, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My heart breaks for you for so many reasons, and this is just one more of those reasons. Tell me, please, Seth, what else do you want the public to know as people all over are hoping and praying for your son Sebastian's safe return?
That I'm just looking for him. I need people to help. I'm just one person. I can do a lot, but I can't do everything. And I have to find him.
Absolutely. You have to find him. And we will continue doing everything we can here at Court TV to help you find him, putting his picture out there, video, talking about him. And hopefully he is somewhere where he can be brought home safe to you soon. Seth Rogers, thank you so much for this talk. Thank you for sharing all of those things. I know it's not easy. Every good wish as you hopefully bring Sebastian home safe soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on just a minute. Let me turn this music off.
February 26th.
Okay. Thank you. Harley said, I always have wondered who this kid was and if it was a friend of the family or if they have Kevin contact with. Yeah, and I've always wondered if it was a same thing or if it may have even been family. You never know. You never know, unfortunately. Welcome in, Harley. Hello. Yeah, so I just wanted y'all to see basically the difference. I mean, you got this, I don't know, giggly, whatever. And another thing, Seth don't have nobody. I mean, he has Tony, and Tony's with him sometimes. Sometimes Tony's in another room or whatever. But you got, when Chris and Katie's there, they're there together or whatever. Not that you see a lot of lovey-dovey, I can help you going on, other than the laughing and shit, but not a lot of comforting in my opinion. But you have, take this down, but you have, Seth is by himself. I mean, he like I said, he's got Tony. Tony's been a great friend. That's not what I'm saying. But you have Seth, who has no one and is pretty much by himself. And he has people who calls and checks on him and all that or whatever. But Seth sits and he thinks with himself. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I feel really bad for him too. I do. I feel really bad for him. And so he's got a lot on him, a lot on his mind. And Chris is talking about, we don't have the luxury of falling back on a GoFundMe page. Screw a GoFundMe page, man. If you wanted a GoFundMe page, it wouldn't matter if you had $1 million. Go make you a GoFundMe page. You know what? I feel like that man deserves a GoFundMe page, whatever he wants. It takes money. It takes money. He ain't got a mama writing him $15,000 every time you turn around. I'm just saying, hey, I see you. Hello, hello. Everything's just about distraction. Gas. Shit. Can you imagine going back and forth? Going back and forth. Going back and forth. I don't care if it's, he ain't looking for Sebastian and whatever. Okay. Fine. He still has needs. The man still has needs. Y'all need to shut up. Shut up with that. Yeah, Tony's been a great friend to Seth. I didn't like Tony at first. I had to apologize to him because I didn't like him at first either. I don't think nobody did. But when I talked to him, I apologized to him. I'm like, look, man, you've been the best thing since sliced butter to this man. He's been good for Seth. You know, he's been very good to him and very good for him. Him and his wife. And I'm very grateful that they have, because they didn't have to do any of this that they're doing for him. You know, just being there, spending their own money out of their pocket. $40 miles an hour both ways, 5 days a week. Yeah. Oh, what I got in my mouth, I can't get it out. I feel the same way. Yeah, I misjudged him. I think a lot of us misjudge. You know, here's the funny part. I think you'll agree with this. A lot of us misjudged a lot of good people thinking they were bad, and some of the good people were the monsters, right? That was the kicker. That was the kicker. Some people in your most trusted groups was some stab you right in the back. But yeah, but there's nothing more in the world that I want is for Sebastian to be found. And, you know, I have a feeling justice will be coming at least. I don't know. I haven't heard anything else, but I think Seth and Tony's supposed to be on Nancy Grace still. I haven't heard any more about that. I hope that they still are. And, you know, I hope it's with good news. But no matter who you are, you know, the right thing is not always the easiest thing to do. It's not. But whatever you do in your life, it's not easy if it's the right thing. But the right thing is necessary. The right thing is necessary. And in this case, it's necessary to do the right thing. And it's time. And it's necessary time. So please, if you know anything, somebody knows, and you know who you are, go ahead and do the right thing. If you know anything about Sebastian, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND or 615-451-3838 or 833-TELL-DOG, or you can call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. It's that simple. Just do it. And there's the information for the upcoming vigil. And I'll see you out here in the streets. Thank you, everybody that came in today. Thank you for being here. And thank you for supporting Sebastian and getting his name out. Always keep his flyers out and his name and face. That's all Seth ever asked for. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.